Hello everyone and welcome to the Dassem Show episode 17. Have a few videos, some interesting stuff to watch. Video you're seeing in the background, it's my own little rant because I'm hearing again and again what a great tank the M103 is. Well, I have some issues with this tank. First of all, it's not very mobile. Okay, it feels mobile compared to a KV4 or a ST1, but really, with this top speed and it traverses so slow, it will be circle of death by the mediums, at least the Russian ones. And the big thing about it that I have a problem with is the gun, because although it hit that shot, that was an exception. This gun is it's bad. Look at that. I took his tracks. It had to have hit the very edge of his tank. And yeah, 200 meters or so. It should be an unreasonable range against a fully exposed target, but somehow it is. If shots are aimed or not, doesn't seem to matter much. Yeah, it goes away. Just disappearing. Well, that's my little rant about the M103. Not the great tank that everyone says it is, in my opinion. Well, situational awareness also lacking in some of the reds, it seems. But enough about that. I have some semi-news. If you're listening to Bushka's podcasts, as I try to do when I have opportunity, you will already know part of this, but we know that for the Chinese New Year there will be some kind of thing similar to what happened last year. And for those of us who remember, last year we got the Type 62 Dragon in the premium shop. Chinese tank with the Chinese camo. We also know for sure now that in the first half of 2017 there will be a new tech tree. From our guesses, well, there have been guesses that and hints that it will be the French one, and that's more or less confirmed now. We're getting a French tech tree, so that's big, and it wouldn't surprise me if it was more than one line. So not only like one heavy line, but several lines at once. Jumping from subject to subject, I feel like sharing this scorecard with all of you. Because I don't know if you notice anything special about it, but yeah, the bottom four tanks on both teams, those are the Soviet tanks, and that's quite an eventful happening in my eyes. The OP Soviets are placed bottom. You may also notice that on the winning team, yeah, we won, it was supremacy. There are two patents at the top of the list, as is only natural, because the pattern is an awesome tank. So, another quirk of the game I would like to call attention to is the reluctance of players to leave spawn. This is classical. It's seen in the periods of high noob population. Lots of tanks sitting in spawn waiting for someone to do something, and there you see them. I found the red team. I've driven all the way across to their spawn, and they're still trying to decide what to do. One guy has left spawn and the rest are sitting there. And you see this a lot in the game. I think the holiday season has brought in a whole bunch of new players who are trying to figure out what is going on here. I noticed the higher tiers have become more bearable, meaning that the holiday players, the permanent holiday players, may be gone for this season, but the new players who started playing during the season. They are here to stay. So, good news for Blitz. Good news for anyone coming up on a lot of, well, how to put it mildly or kindly, a lot of uneducated players in their own spawn. Well, now here's a battle where some unexplainable behavior is revealed. Battle itself, nothing special. It's what I've come to expect in the T28, which I'm surprisingly doing well in. I think it's also linked to the noob season. A lot of players don't know how to deal effectively with the T28 or other heavily armored tanks, so armor is very good at the moment. Well, we're at I think we're gonna see this whole battle. We're at Yamato Harbor. I'm taking up the standard sniping position. I'm noticing that this fence is obscuring my view a bit. I have, of course, binoculars fitted, but and you can see here I'm taking some blind shots into these bushes on the other side, because if there are anyone with the same idea as me over there, okay, yeah, you get the point. And here's the Panther 2 poking his head above the ridge and never getting a chance to poke it back down. Now you can see, I can notice on my left side here there's a comet, but I figure there's 3 medium tanks behind me, between me and this comet. Surely they can deal with a single comet. Surely I don't have to use half a minute turning around. But wait, someone is hitting me from behind. Again and again, rapid fire gun, and here you can see I have to turn around. I have 3 mediums shooting at this comet, and he's focusing entirely on me, and the mediums are too busy hiding, so I have to turn all the way around with my extremely slowly traversing tank, wasting firepower just to deal with that comet. That's kind of one of the most annoying things I know. Well, on the other hand, this IS-3 seems to be pretty clueless, and as long as he's on the red team, I can live with that. He has driven out into the open, and he doesn't know what to do with himself, so yeah. Now you can see I'm watching my back quite astutely. Well, I don't know the word even. Derpy gun. I don't trust these mediums to hold off whatever comes from behind anymore. But, well, they managed to finish off that IS between the 3 of them before I managed to turn around to give any assistance. IS-6, such trollish armor, but we get one through the front hatch, driver's hatch. Here's also a red team medium, and we can easily pen his turret. He fires heat at us. It's type 62, so he has 250 millimeters of heat penetration, more than enough to go through my front, if he aims correctly. Let's see if we can't deal with him. No, we'll have to take out this IS instead. And we bounce in. He bounces us as well, so there we go. And we take one hit, but it's too late for him to do anything more to us, and we win. But yeah, I hope you got the points I showed you there about the medium tanks. Not really guarding my back very good. So that's it for the T28 battle. And as long as we're already in Yamato Harbor, how about another battle here? Well, shouldn't be boring with 2 tank destroyer battles at the same map. No, it'll work. This is kind of more of an educational battle. What I want to talk about here is ammunition selection. As many of you may or may not have noticed, the Borsig has armor-piercing AP rounds as its standard ammunition. It has heat, high explosive anti-tank as its premium rounds, and it of course has those big high explosive shells. You may notice from the start I have loaded high explosives because I noticed there are some light tanks on the red team, and I expect I will be the first tanks I spot or get a shot at in this battle. And you can see one of them down there, but oh, there's the SP1C in the back, and yeah, high explosive shell does 1000 damage almost, leaving him at 34 hit points after his first encounter. Yeah. I'm still at high explosive. At this point it's mostly because I'm thinking, yeah, the Reds are in town, so maybe I can get a shot at the back of some of them. And that's also why I'm flanking this wide. I'm not engaging them directly, I'm going around. I want to get behind them where my high explosive can do some damage. T-28 Proto, oh, he gets a shot into me, but we burn him down with one shot high explosive. Because the T-28, as far as I remember, has only 50 millimeters of side armor, which is half of the penetration value. Here I'm at AP rounds, because this tank has less than 640 hit points left, and he has strong side armor with tracks and everything, so to be sure to go through, it's AP only, and as long as AP has high enough damage to finish him off, there's no need for any higher value. IS-3, notice I have heat here because he has a hard turret. Notice now, there, you see just before I shot, I switched to AP, and let's watch that again. If you notice, I'm coming around the corner here in my Borsig. I'll see that only the turret of the IS-3 is visible to me, but it's red when I point with AP ammunition. So I switched to heat because I then can go through the turret, but then he starts moving forward and traversing his turret, which means it's a very unreliable hit. I should rather hit his side, that is apparent now, but the side has spaced armor, so just before I pull the trigger I switch to AP ammunition because it's strong enough to go through the sides and it won't be deflected by the spaced armor like the heat round would. Well, there's only one red left and he is very low hit point, so I'm switching high explosive because I don't need to pen him. Even if I hit him like that, right on the unpennable armor, I can splash him to death with this big gun. So, I hope that was educational. You have seen how to use HE, both for doing big damage to weakly armored targets and for splashing. You've seen how to use AP against spaced armor, and you have seen how to use heat against too thick armor. And the screenshot I'm showing you now, this is the theme of the last section of this episode. This is the heartbreak section, and it's devastating. It's not for the faint of heart. It's for the battles that wouldn't be won, no matter what you did. You can see here, T-21 Tier 6 tank, almost 3,400 damage, high caliber, 4 kills, and it's a loss. Well, I think I've set the mood well enough for this section now, so we're moving on to the gameplay. And as you can see, I'm in my ST1. This was yesterday. I was trying to do my double XP daily, and as you can see, I also see I'm in a tier 10 battle. I'm low tier, which is always bad news when you're in a tank that's utterly reliant on its armor to do any effect. Well, the team says, the E100 says left all, so, well, I'm not going against stream. I would like to go right, but sure, if they want to go left, there are some good hold-down positions in the corner if I can get there fast enough. So I'm pushing on as fast as I can. And just for emphasis, I'm using my engine boost as well. I don't want this E100 to come there before me. I can't stand up to the shame of being bypassed by E100. Reds are spotted. Apparently they have the same ID. So it's gonna be a stand down in this corner here. And from the back here I can use my gun depression. And I can use my extremely strong turret. Just have to be sure not to sit still for too long, because if I do, they will snipe my cupola. You see, this is gonna be expensive. We can almost go through his front of his turret with heat rounds. So this is gonna cost. Well, we missed the first because he turned his turret. He bounces us. Well, this battle has taught me once again that I should not be surprised by lack of skill in E100 players. Type 61 is playing in the back there a bit. Not sure where he wants to be, but yeah, we managed to almost kill him before he gets away. And here, look at this E100 coming out sideways. Well, lucky for him, the red E100 was on the reload. And we're basically just sitting here now. There's not much else we can do. It's not the most interesting. E75 takes our tracks. Good on him. Not that I was using them anyway, but yeah, you see, even to go through his front reliably, we need hit rounds. As I said, expensive battle. I'm trying to keep an eye on the back here as well, because there's some medium tank shenanigans going on there. Object 140. It's actually gonna prove to be the guy who wins this battle for the red team. And I'm gonna be the one that fails to win it for the green team. Yeah, I said it, it's a loss. Yeah, well, what else did you expect in Heartbreak Hotel? Did you expect me to win? No. The Waffentrager is pulling out behind, so we are just sneaking back to put one round into him before moving up to our corner again. And it's getting close here. We're 4 and 4 and it's good looking. Everything is looking good. You may have noticed, you may be aware of this, but one of the shortcomings of the... yes, see here, I have target behind there, but I can't shoot heat because it would detonate on the building, so I had to waste a round just to get the building out of the way. Yeah, what I was saying is one of the shortcomings of the ST1 is the lack of DPM. It doesn't do anything fast, it doesn't move fast, it doesn't kill fast. But we're still putting in damage. All we need is for our team to live just a little bit longer. Just survive. Wouldn't even expect... They won't even have to do any damage as long as they just survive. But they are refusing to survive. And now I'm taking fire from two sides. There's that object. I'm basically alone against 3 tanks here. And we can't get that one. And there's the object. He's too smart to stay in the open while I'm aiming, and the IS is coming back while I'm looking the other way, looking at the IS, and the object comes back. I'm being pincered here. There's nothing I can do. I'm helpless. I can just move back and forth, and there's an unlucky bounce, and there's a lucky bounce. What comes around goes around, and I'm out of heat ammunition. Yeah, this isn't looking good. I have to remember to restock with more heat. Armor stands up to one more shot and then we are done. It's the sad ending to a beautiful story. And the E100 is sitting here in the middle, shooting buildings with heat ammunition and having a good old time. And yeah, I have to apologize for my comment there. Fuck team. I'm saying, and I mean it. And when you see the scorecard, you will realize, yeah, IS-8 is also displeased with our team. We'll see how much reason he has. Almost 5,000 damage. IS-8 did 2,000. He was also displeased with the team, and yeah, So, what do? I complain a bit in Discord, and I check the stats of the E100s, as always. It's nothing surprising there. And I roll out for another battle. So, next battle, we're in Winter Malinovka, and we're top tier this time. That's good. Good news. My armor will be that much better. About the map, I'm not really happy. I prefer medium tanks on this map because there are so many opportunities for medium tanks. But we're here and we have to try to make the best of it with the equipment we have. So, as any sensible heavy tank driver, we are heading for the windmill. We are burning engine boost. We want to get across the open area before any reds get spotting on that area. Because this tank has gun depression, unlike all other Russian tanks, pretty much. And we want to use that on the top around the windmill. Yep, got past that area without being spotted. Good. Keep pushing up. We have an IS-8 coming along with us. He's not in the best of positions here with his complete lack of gun depression. And we take a shot from the T-28 Proto and bounce. We bounce him. See, the Reds are pushing up pretty aggressively. One of our team is hanging back too far back, and the red mediums are in the middle. That's what I'm talking about, opportunities for mediums. And here I'm doing a bit of a misplay, because in the middle of the field there's a T-69 that appears to have gone AFK or disconnected, and I'm shooting at him instead of the T-54 who is active. That's a bit of a misplay, mainly because while I was ready to shoot, the T-54 was behind cover, and I didn't want to wait. Maybe he wouldn't come out, maybe the T-69 would come back, so it was a calculated thing, but it turns out maybe I should have killed the focused. I accepted doing one shot less of damage and rather maybe taken out the T-54. But Reds have now pushed completely through the center under our position and they are laying it into my team. I don't dare go support my team because then I will leave my back open to this IS tank back here. We have to go all the way around to him and then work our way down the same path as the Reds went up. Comes the T-54. Would have liked to have finished him earlier, but if I managed to put 2 shots into him earlier, I could have killed him now. But we have a good hold down position behind this dead IS-3, and the Reds realize it, so they are pushing around on top, where the one-shot waffle trigger is holding out, was holding out. So I'm still using my gun depression. I'm showing only my turret, my insanely strong turret. It really has to be the strongest turret of tier 9. It really has to be. There's a red team waffle trigger there who wants to shoot me. I give him a high explosive round. Sadly it's a low roll, and now I'm pinched between him and this IS. I'm pushing forward. I want to finish this waffle trigger so at least I can get that one side clear. And here comes the T-54 charging to get past me. They want to pincer me. They know I'm slow. And yeah, I can't follow him around with the gun, so I just have to settle for shooting at this IS-8. And I'm running out of hit points. I'm bouncing shots left and right, but I'm running out, and look at that shot. Look at that shot again, will you? And you can see I'm swinging my turret around until both reticle and gun is pointing at the T-54, and I shoot and the shot dips into the ground like where he was 10 seconds ago, or at least 1 second ago. And that's such a big disappointment to me, because this is one of the things that was supposed to get fixed last patch. The better synchronization between reticle and gun, server reticle. It's such a big disappointment. Well, it's not that I think I would have won this battle without it. I would have killed the T-54, but yeah, I would have gotten 5,500 damage or 400 damage instead of just 5,000. Maybe it would even have been a mastery on the loss with the valiant effort. But yeah, these two battles were right after each other, so I hope you can feel my pain. I'm gonna end this battle on a supremacy match, because I heard rumors, some disconcerting rumors. I heard that some people have yet not realized how shit this game mode supremacy is. And well, if you weren't convinced before, maybe this battle can push you over the edge. I'm in my dear cursed STA tank and trying to use my camo to good effect, learning again and again that although the tank cannot be spotted at a distance, neither can the gun hit anything at the distance. It keeps missing targets. Well, no matter how good I aim it. So this tank has to be played within a range where it can be viewed, but it also has not to be seen. Very good. Okay, you can see here we are about even on capture points. The Reds are just ahead, but they have 2 bases. I stop in this base because then I can at least slow the countdown by half. I'm sitting here until it's fully capped, and the Reds, my team has to kill this last IS-3. The IS-3 kills one of our team. He reaches 1,000 points and he is killed. So we have killed all the Reds. How can the Reds possibly be the supreme winners? How can they maintain supremacy if they are all dead? But, well, Blitz Mechanics says they can. Because they captured, it doesn't matter that they died. And this is just bullshit, in my opinion. Well, so that's the end of episode 17 and the end of the Heartbreak Hotel. So, see you all in episode 18, if not sooner. Bye!